Well, that knife round came out of nowhere. That being said, welcome everyone to Bitpoint versus Native. A little bit of a sharp start there, wasn't quite prepared, but now I am. Sorry about all this. So, we've got two teams here. One, a little bit more confident than the other, Bitpoint Academy. Do have 3 points advantage on Native, but both of these teams could be taking the 4th spot. And a little break from casting yesterday due to my voice. Couldn't do it yesterday, so apologies if you were expecting a cast for that particular day. As we see Native pistol round, gonna go A and Bitpoint Academy. Need to try and do a little bit of defending here. ALX even. Gonna be able to find one. But we should see Native get the bomb down, at least at some point anyway. But ALX is just jumping up onto the box and he's just slowly picking away at these T players. As we're going to see this retake now coming out from this academy side. Possibly coming out just a little bit too quick there, and Native going to have to defend this bomb, stop it from being defused, and ALX is going to stick it here. That is going to be the round as we do see J guys go down in the distance. So round 1 going to Bitpoint Academy would be a really great win for them in terms of just feeling a little bit more safe. But if Native were able to steal this game, it would really put some pressure on this academy team, as FKaz is going to go down. And Native managed to push the way into jungle and into window, and they've got themselves in a bit of a situation here, but Fonka's going to find a deagle kill, as we've got this bit of a standoff here. Not quite sure what's going to happen, but Fonka's could be the one to maybe make something happen here. And Barber's going to be called into action, going to go down, and we've got Fonka's and J guys remaining. J guys to go down with the bomb, and all on Fonka's here. Native able to find one. See if Fonka's can add any more to that list. Maybe take some of these weapons away. Kerem with an M4. Looks like Fonka's is going to creep his way to the A side. He's going to get spotted by Kerem. And now these Bitpoint Academy players, it's time to hunt, but going to keep facing Kerem. That's 2-0, but that's going to give Native enough, by the looks of it, to pull out some AKs here. Not the best of utility, but enough to create some smoke walls. Yeah, going to see a few going to A, but it looks like we're going to see the... yeah, it looks like we are actually going to see the bomb move towards the A site. A couple of plays coming from mid, so we could see a split. We've got some very close Bitpoint Academy players here, and this could be massive because we've got a lot of Native players setting up for a push, but looks like they're ready for it. Flashbang giving it away. Native a little bit shaken after that, but looks like they are going to stick true and go for that A site. They do have the 2 players in mid to ready to wrap around here. Native had a really great chance here. It's all starting to switch 3 versus 3. Kerem gonna look for one here. Manages to get it. J guys to go down. Fonka's gonna be the one to at least get a bomb plant for his team here. They're invested in AKs and in a really tricky situation. Gonna get taken down. Milky to find the wallbang. 3-0. As we see Milky, very strong start, 6-0. Donut and Efka's yet to get on the board for this native side. We are going to see native buy up into some pistols here, deals and CZs. And Fonkers could be requiring Smithy to get into a bit of action here. If he peeks this, he's going to at least see one. Not quite able to. FKaz slowly creeping his way alongside Fonkers. And Smitty, your next peak. You're going to see quite a few T-players as we all start pushing. And Smitty not even able to get one. What is going on? And native going to take the site. I expected him to at least be able to take down one here as we see, you know, these CTs retaking up quite unexpectedly. Really well timed push, and it's turned out to be quite in the favour of this native side. And Donut is going to get a weapon. Joshi going to find that though, not going to allow him to pick that one up, and all of a sudden things have flipped. Fonkers now in the retaking position. Oh, he's going to find ALX, but not quite able to. Joshi, oh, see, looks like he went for a kit. Should be able to get this. Oh! Spoke a little bit too soon, and the curse of the caster is going to take down Joshi. And that's going to be the first round for native on the board. And that is going to probably give native quite a lot of confidence going forward now. They've broken that threshold on what is quite an important game for both of these teams. To see a bit more of a slowed start this time, not as much pressure towards B. Bomb to stay in T-spawn, so no real decisions yet from this native side. If anything, it would probably favour a B push. Possibly Donut to come round behind at the last minute and maybe try and pick up a few of these Bitpoint Academy players as they rotate round. Being said, looks like we are just exchanging warbanks here, just trying to get some. Father is going to have to be careful, giving away his position just a little bit. We are going to see some utility being used towards this A site as we see Fonkus now moving out alongside Donut, who is in Palace. He's going to get mollied off, and ALX is going to find the first kill on A site. These native players do know where he is now. He's going to get taken down by Fonkus, but it's time for these Bitpoint Academy players to start getting something. And Fonkus going to get taken down. Doesn't quite go for the correct enemy. And it's all on Father here. Too much to do. Bitpoint Academy going to take their 4th round on the board. That's 4-1 now. So that one's going to hurt. Native just managed to get on the board, and now back to square one again with CZs. Smee managing to put a few bullets in there, but none of them going to connect. That nade certainly might though. Going to do a little bit of damage to Fonkers, but not enough to cause any serious worry. That's going to lock Father in, and Father should not be winning those. Down to 69 HP, but it is going to take down at least one player, and Nade, HE taking him down to 9, but that doesn't force him out of the game here. As Fonkers is also going to search. Milky to go down, and this native side able to find something out of nothing here with his pistols. Donut going to be the last up for his team. He's in a 1 versus 2 situation. ALX and Joshi for the Bitpoint Academy players. possibly too much for him to do here. He needs to watch out because Joshy could peek him at any moment. Doesn't realise there actually is 2 players in there, and I think it's just a matter of time here until we see Joshy peek him. Been given way too much room to move around here. Should be able to get the bomb down. These Bitcoin players are not going to quite fall for the fake just yet, but the bomb is going to go down. A bomb plant here for Native. Donut still doesn't quite know where these players are going to come from. Needs to be really careful as Joshy is going to take down Donut, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to clutch that one. But he's going to be happy, at least he's got the bomb down, but it's not going to be the points he was looking for. Few players now starting to pull their weight in this Bitpoint Academy side. ALX 8 and 4, 9 and 3 for Kerem. So we are going to see quite a grouping over to the A site. Looks like Father might try and retrieve the bomb. Oh, yep. And it looks like we should see an A take here. One thing to note about this Bitpoint Academy side is they are very static on these positions which they hold. You can expect certain players to be in certain situations, and I think if, you know, Bitpoint Academy do manage to get to the playoffs and other teams take them seriously and watch them back, I think they'll probably just have to change things up on CT side Mirage just a little bit. But so far, definitely working for them as we see some utility now raining in on this A site. ALX with a really important Molotov, but that smoke's going to cancel it. ALX flash Native players all around him as these Native players are just going to walk back in as soon as that flash sort of moves away. And Milky should have just seen the leg there. Milky able to find a kill out of nothing there, and Donut and Father going to be the last up here. Might be able to get Josh, but he needs to watch out. He's got players coming from all sides of him. How is Father still alive there? Managed to get way too much room. It's going to be a difficult one to get this. Manages to get one, but Kerem knows he'd see an instant peek and able to take it down. That's going to be 6 rounds now for Bitpoint Academy.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
(6-1) Native not quite able to find their way into the game just yet. Looks like this might be another round for Smitty to go possibly big here. Holds this position. So get called into question if we do see these players try and make some kind of play towards B. That being said though, not a lot of mid control here. So we have Pistols are able to make some kind of play from behind. But that being said, these Native players now on quite low HP. Father with the only real gun of the exchange here, and I think it's just going to be too low HP for these Native players, and Bitpoint Academy just to pick pieces. As we see a little bit of a fine catch of the day in Connector. And we're going to see a Bitpoint Academy pause now. Really positive start here for Bitpoint Academy. It's probably the time where I mention if anyone is interested in letting us know who you're following, who you're supporting here. Is it Bitpoint Academy, or do you think Native are going to be able to pull one back in this game? Start picking up some rounds on T side, or maybe they're just going to have a really strong CT. It's not quite over just yet. We should see an unpause come through shortly. Certainly are. We are going to see some early plays, but once again, not a lot of mid control here. Kerem might want to just find his way around here and maybe just try and reclaim some of that, but could be tricky for him as he looks like he might get pushed close here. Going to be the first to get called into action, and Kerem going to take down Donut, but we are going to see some of these Bitpoint Academy players pushing into apartments, and that's really going to put a dent as well, with some really early round picks for these players. Going to find Kerem, and he needs to be careful. The danger's not quite over for them just yet, and Joshi manages to get wallbang. Needs to be really careful in this position. Good flash, but it doesn't quite connect with any of these native players. And all of a sudden, just when we thought Bitpoint had a certain advantage here, they're going to find themselves in a retaking position on A.
Bomb has been planted.
It's made to be the last down, and Native gonna find their second round. Round 10. So Native, let's see if they can get something back here. ALX is going to sit cautiously close. He's going to get caught out by J-Guys, but J-Guys is going to take a lot of damage. And that flash should give away the position of Father. He also needs to be very careful, as we see these native players now crawling back towards the A site. Do have a man advantage. J-Guys is quite low. Milky's found himself in a really great position. He's going to be able to take down Father, and there is an AK-47 down there for him if he wants it. Looks like he is going to go for it, but we are going to see these native players moving on to A site, and Donut, quite an important kill there. Milky does have an AK, so let's not count out Bitpoint Academy just yet. Going to be a little tricky for Smitty, but he's also going to find himself a gun. We've got a 2-on-3 situation out of nowhere here. That being said, just as I thought we might see some kind of retake, Milky did have a kit, but we're going to see them try and bring these AKs through to the next round. As Native, going to exit as a group.
Terrorists win.
So, 7-3, not looking as distant as it was anymore. Bitpoint Academy might just be starting to think that this wasn't going to be the easy run they thought it was. It's going to be quite an important round for Native here. They're going to want to show that they can string some rounds together. That this wasn't just a fluke. So we're going to see just the clock ran down just a little bit. No one to really get in any form of sort of close firefight at the moment. T's playing really passively, just possibly waiting for Bitpoint to just try and make a mistake, but it looks like it's not going to happen at native now. Like they might try and just get a little bit of mid control here. Fonkus going to find himself in quite a strong position. Joshy doesn't know that he's managed to get through there. Joshy gonna get taken down by J, guys. Gonna be expected, and ALX now find himself alone on A, but ALX is on fire, quite literally, as he goes down to some fire. Bomb gonna go down from Father. Should be able to just about manage that. And Fonkus looking away just the first time. Not able to find Kerem, and Fonkus now in a 1 versus 2 situation. This is an up and an AK-47. Gonna go down there. Bitpoint Academy gonna take that one. A little bit unlucky there, but ALX there with some fantastic shots. Really sort of outclassing his opponents in those 1v1 situations, and in some of them didn't even have the first sight. Had to turn on them. So really great stuff there. He's 12 and 8 at the moment. Kerem 14 and 5. FKaz though for the native side, yet to find his way really into this one. Smitty is going to spot this quite early on. Doesn't have a molly or anything if he wants to use it just yet. Neither does Milky, so if this native side want to, they could try and go for it. They don't know that though. Quite going on over here. T's just taking their time in T-spawn. Looks like they are gonna start moving their way into mid. And a really slow start here. Fonka's looking to find the pick onto Smitty, and Smitty also the same. See a flash come in, and Fonka's avoiding his own flash, manages to avoid a CT one. That being said though, really good cross here, and Smitty's gonna go down. So is Milky, and Kerem manages to pick one. The rest of his team are all gonna come in from the same angle, so we've got all CTs currently in this kitchen angle, so just needs to be looking towards that particular direction. Father though could find himself exposed if Kerem's able to make his way around, but FKaz really starting to have a lot of awareness here, and these CT players not able to find ALX though. Father has crept his way around, and that's going to pull it up to yet another win for this T side. So finding the occasional one, it's just pulling those rounds together and getting a streak going really is going to be the challenge here for native. But they're keeping themselves in this one. 8-4 at the moment as we go into round 13. Certainly not making it impossible for them when they're going to CT side. And native more and more are just taking advantage of this no mid presence, but ALX could find himself on the end of an AK bullet if he's not careful here. Has spotted at least one. This flash they're going to walk out here, and it's just going to be deadly. FKaz open. Needs to be careful. Kerem really should be getting that one. Unlucky there not to quite find the frag with the CZ. And FKaz going to be happy with that one, getting some frags on the board and hopefully a little bit of confidence. Hasn't had the best start to the game. Fonka's gonna find ALX as he peaks mid really early on, and Smitty also a situation that could find him on the end of Funkers' bullet. If he's not too careful, Kerem's going to get spotted out by J guys, and he's got 2 to find here. Looks for Fonkus, not able to quite get it, and he's going to back away with his Glock in hand. He said Efka's managing to find an A kill. And just when we were starting to look at all the action in mid, Native snuck the way onto this A site, and it's all on Smitty now. Gonna be able to find an AWP. That being said, it's gonna be the last round after this. He's got a bit of a decision making to do. 1 versus 3 situation. He's gonna pull it into 1 versus 2. Bomb is gonna go down, but looks like he might just want to bring this through to the last round. Yeah, unfortunately, really. Would have liked to have seen him gone for that one, but I can certainly understand he didn't have the defuse kit. Definite shame. Who knows if he'd have had one? Certainly might have done it. No reason as to why he didn't have one, but
Terrorists win.
so we are going to see the AWP carried over. Interesting choice, all things considering. Kerem possibly could have just about squeezed one out there, but hopefully they can make it count. CT's going to move into a double AWP setup here. Now, going to be the Warden here in mid. He's going to get hit through the wall though. Not going to be happy with that one, and little tiny advantage here for this Native side. If they can bring this to 8-7, it's going to be quite the turnaround. And Native just seem to be I've found that just sort of chink in hit points armor, and that's mid. We've seen them figure it out and just start to use it now over and over. Able to just sort of sit here unchallenged. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving further and further away. And now the decision's all really on this Native side. We do see more move towards A. Lots to be done here. There's Milky. Could find J guys, but that's going to give away his position. He's aware of it now. It's all on J guys. Did know where one was, but the position's been moved. Here for Native. That being said, they're not going to be completely disheartened. 6 rounds for them is quite a turnaround, all things considering. We've seen 7 rounds and Bitpoint only been able to take 2 of them, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can carry this through now. As we move into the pistol. That's Bitpoint Academy. Look like they're going to go for a take. Certainly going to be come through as we see these Native players desperately just trying to give some support and some backup here. And J guys found himself in a really great situation, but he's not able to make anything of it. None of these teams are checking it, and Father going to go down as well. Fonka's going to be last up here. 1 versus 4 situation. Does he quite see the head of Smitty there? Not too sure. Oh. It's probably just going to be a little bit too late here now. Gonna get taken down Smitty to find the last one. So 10-6, a bit point. Getting that early advantage and a really important one as well. Haven't been finding form in towards the end of that CT side that they've just had. We're going to see them split apart here, just looking for that early pick. Nade going to do just a touch of damage to Funkus, not enough to cause any distress just yet though. Looking to find an early one, but Milky's going to go down. That's going to change things. Native have an advantage and if they're able to get to it, a potential gun. Looks like we're going to see this bomb now moving towards B. And that's where we're going to see Funkus move into action. He has a CZ, so he could get 1 or 2. Probably going to be a bit of a big ask with that type of weapon and the magazine it has for him to get any more though. That being said though, with the advantage in terms of numbers, just needs to just try and at least get 1 here. Not quite able to find it, but might have time just to reload. It's going to be possibly just enough distraction here for some damage to be done. Native now find themselves in a retaking position. 3 versus 3. But massive advantage here for this Bitpoint Academy side. They've got the weapons, they've got the utility. Enough probably just to hold these pistols back for long enough. And FKaz and the rest of his team looking like they are just going to be saving what they've got. Looking to hold onto the armor. Bitpoint, they don't quite realise it yet, but it's theirs.
Terrorists win.
So, some armor there saved. Donut's going to be able to bring through an SMG. Questionable if it's going to be beneficial to them. So we're going to see this native side stack up together. Could possibly catch out ALX here, but even if they do, they're only going to grab a Mac 10. But native's going to spread back out again. Possibly could have seen something interesting at the start of that one, but I think that's probably just going to be the death of native in that round, not being able to follow through on that, and I think, unfortunately, they may just get cleaned up by these SMGs here. Donut possibly in a good position here if these T's rotate round towards him. Want to go through mid. Wouldn't be the worst idea considering what weaponry native have. That being said, looks like we are going to see them push onto A. Smee's going to be the aggressive one here, like Monster. Karen could also find a few coming from behind. Like he's going to go very far behind though. Find 2, and Joshy going to be the last one to getting frag for his team, taking down J guys. So was pretty much what we expected there, as we're going to see those SMGs get swapped out for AKs, and native going to be on rifles for the first time of the game. FKaz to be holding a scout. Possibly could find an early one if he times this right. Himself spamming really, because gonna get taken down as well. Showing himself quite early into the round there. Okay, guys, if they're gonna have any chance chance he is going to have to try and get something. Manages to find one. Not quite able to connect that one onto Kerem though. Managed to quite get that one in the end. 2 versus 2. Scout for FK's not quite going to be able to get him where he wants. 1 versus 1. ALX is really sharp from this position. Doesn't quite hear him though, and Father going to take a round for Native. Lots of trading going on at the moment. A lot of 1-for-1s.
Counter-terrorists win.
Things starting to even out a little bit across the board at this point as Native might be able to just get a little bit of a footing going forward. We'll pretend we can see that. See a little bit of a delayed start, and Kerem could have find himself caught out there as he moved his way into the smoke. And Native are going to push up to it as well. And I think now Kerem's going to do this. Bomb is still towards B though at the moment. So we do find things still taking a turn, which is still really slow. Suggests we're not going to see this Bitpoint Academy execute anything until they've got the bomb where they want it to be. This should be interesting. We're going to see the move towards B. Kerem probably knows there is at least one person lying in wait here, but is he going to expect 2? Kerem and Fonkers with a little bit of a crossfire. Could find himself walking in here. Oh, but that's really smart. Molotov's going to clear out at least one here. Fonkers probably just wants to be the bait in this situation. Oh. Well, credit where it's due. That was really smart here from Bitpoint Academy. FK's is going to have to do a lot of 3 versus 3 situation, but FK's not quite able to connect on that last one. 2 versus 2 situation. Bitpoint to get the bomb down. Milky going to find at least one. J guys though is going to be running a little bit late. One player is low, but it's a double AWP situation he's going to find himself up against here. And I think as soon as he peeks this angle, he's going to at least meet one of them. Creeps his way through. Both players almost look like they're watching the same angle. J guys really needs to be careful here. He's going to find one. Knows the position of the last one, and somehow J guys almost found himself in a possibility where he could win this. ALX though, just in the nick of time. That being said though, don't quite think J guys had the time, even with the Molotov. Good try though for Native. Bitpoint gonna take it in the end. Another brilliant play from ALX to just about clutch that one out. The J guys don't really expect him to be getting kills like that from that distance with a pistol. Clearly, Bitpoint gonna make it onto site with relative ease. Father and Fonkers both have USPs, so it's gonna be really difficult for them. As Milky maybe tries a clean-up job, but he's gonna miss his shots. Needs to get out of the way here. Probably realizes the situation is for himself. Because last to go down, Smitty to find it. 14-7 now. Bitpoint Academy edging closer to an extra 3 points and even more safety on our division at the moment. It is Division 2 if anyone is interested where this game's currently playing. Bitpoint Academy holding the 4th place position after this game. Not quite sure, we'll have to have a little look, but the beauty of this game is it makes it all the more harder for the teams behind them. Native and I believe Antelope Esports who are trying to chase here. Gonna see quite a dry entry here onto A. Need to be careful. That being said, only as a scout in the hands of FKers. As we see Bitpoint Academy taking no chances at all here. Really giving it time. So we're going to see Karen try and make a little bit of noise towards B. Try and possibly force out some kind of rotation. The truth is it is going to be an A push and it is going to force out F because has made his way over there. We're going to see this push now as Bitpoint GG going to make their way onto A with close speeds. This position going to get given away. Kerem really found himself in a lucky position Owen, and manages to get farther as well. That's just going to make it all the more harder now, easier for Academy. Gets taken down before we can either switch over. One more round to go for Bitpoint Academy. Adds a little bit of safety. It looks like at this point Bitpoint Academy just want this to be over. I think they realise they're going to be confident at this stage. Donut going to get absolutely pushed here. Native, they've been expecting so many slow plays all this time. FK's going to find one, going to put a little bit of damage there into at least one of these players, but going to be probably a little bit too much of a task here. 1 versus 3 situation for Father. Mollied off from angles and it's just not going his way here if he wants to get this win for his team. He does have a kit. Oh, probably just going to be too much of a task for Father. Looking for Karen. He's just got Bitpoint players all around him. Is going to go down in the end. Bitpoint to take it 16-7. And they're going to be happy with that one for sure. As that just solidifies a little bit more safety in the division. Looking for that top 4 position, and unfortunately now for Native, that's just going to make it all the more harder. I've not worked it out if they are still within a chance. But unfortunately that is going to be the end of that one. We do have another game for you though, and that does involve Bitpoint Academy once again as we follow them through and just see if they can just clinch a little bit of safety. That one is going live at 8 o'clock. Just having to figure out what time it is at the moment. So it's 7:30 at the moment, UK time. So starting in 30 minutes. We're going to put the stream to a break. We're not going to go offline just yet. We are just going to pause the stream temporarily as we wait for the next game to start. Give these players just a little bit of a breather. Give Bitpoint a little bit of a break, and we'll be coming into the next one, which is Team Ardent versus Bitpoint Academy. Hope you're ready for it.
operation, it's crazy.
cause you know we are the robots. G1000 China number 5. We are the robots.
Feel so free, just believe we can come alive. We're so far from the ground, but I'm not looking down. Feel the warmth of the breeze rushing over me. Now we're soaring high, reach and touch the sky.
begins. Begin war. Saga begins. Begin war. The saga begins. Begin war.
this one. Let's not miss the important bit. There we go. Okay, so we are back with another game. Bitpoint Academy coming off a great win for them. If they runs against them, but were able to bring it through in the end. And they're also going to take knife as well, so we might just see them start seizing. Oh, but they've decided to stay T-side. Maybe just try a bit of mind games, potentially. And we are underway. As usual, guys, let me know in chat who you're rooting for in this one. Team Ardent versus Bitpoint Academy pistol round underway. We'll see who's going to take it. Bitpoint Academy gonna split apart just a little bit here. We're going to see a slow start. A lot of people shouting for Ardent for this one. So it looks like we do have some Ardent fans in chat. Ardent in these do still have a little bit of something to play for. It is still technically possible, I believe. Yeah, it's still technically possible. They could find themselves out of the top 4, but it's going to be really difficult for them. And if they were to win this one, then I'm pretty sure at that point it's probably going to be a permanent position for Team Ardent. So both of these teams really just looking for more security to just solidify their current places. We do see Bitpoint Academy now pushing onto this A site, and Big Man Taj going to go down in the end. We see players going down left, right and centre. Team Ardent going to find themselves retaken. Down throw. Going to find one. Joshi. And down throw. He's got a lot to do now if he wants to do something here. USP in hand and a dream. Going to be just looking for Kerem. And that clock's just ticking down and down. The more time he spends searching for him, and Kerem, he's going to play this perfectly, looking at it. Danfro's got an idea, but ALX going to play this one safe and knows he's won it at this point. We're going to go for the engagement, but it's not going to matter either way. Bitpoint Academy going to take the first round here on the board. So Bitpoint Academy going to be happy with that one. Played it right, played down that clock. Didn't make it difficult to get killed, but made it difficult for him to find them fast. And Bitpoint Academy, Kerem, going to find a really early kill in mid. That could certainly affect the round. That's going to be more mid presence here for Team Ardent at the moment, as we do see one player move off B to give some support there. And we are going to see Smitty though go down, just trying to lurk in on the B site. Didn't think he'd get taken down there. Jay's going to have a lot to do. He's going to get pushed. Somehow manages to take down Joshi, but Taj is going to be the one to go down there. As Kerem going to find Jay in the end. And it just seems to be trade for trade here, as we've got a 1 versus 2 situation. Down throw. Looks like Alex knows where he is. He's going to get taken down. Bitpoint going to take round 2. Didn't look super easy for them. 2 left alive in the end though. So we're going to have to see some of these Bitpoint Academy players rebuy. But it's going to be a worse situation for Team Ardent. Even less in the bank, as we see 4 USPs, 1 CZ and a nade. Possibly going to go for a mid push here. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Might be able to catch out Smitty. You can hear the steps. He's going to throw a flash and could get quite a few here. Lots flashed for him. Manages to get Joshy, he's looking for the frags, he's hunting for it. He's going to get quite a few there for his team. Down throw, the only one with more than one kill so far on this Team Ardent side. ALX running 5 and 1. Joshy 5 and 2 for Bitpoint Academy. Joshy did manage to spot the jumping player of Taj. Ardent gonna have a very good idea that it's likely to be this B site, A site even that's gonna get pushed onto. Still a lot of pressure, but Ardent look like they're gonna be fooled into thinking it's gonna be B. Ivan gonna stay behind, but if Bitpoint push A, it's gonna be quite an easy walk onto A side, especially if they smoke off the angle. That's exactly what's going to happen. Ivan's going to find himself in a bit of a tricky situation if he's going to want to hold off this push. Moves into a closer position here. He's going to get taken down. ALX really looking strong in these past couple of games. Down throw. Going to be looking to build on these kills, and he's going to push around. Realises that all his team at the moment are pushed up in one area, but looks like they are just going to take these guns into the next round and realise that Bitpoint Academy probably have a fortress hold on this A site. That's going to become clear to this Academy side soon, that they have managed to secure the site. Ardent going to call a pause here. Quality's not dropping. As we wait before we head into round 5. Team Ardent pause. Could be tactical. All players look like they're active at the moment. We might see Ardent just try and get into this. Very slow start at the moment. We're still in the situation where Down Throw's the only one with more than one frag on the board. See Smee here, going for a possible early pick. Gonna see Ivan. As Milky finds his way into the boost spot. He's gonna be careful though, because there are a couple of Ardent players waiting in mid. As we see a couple of players here trying to launch some sort of assault onto the B site. This could bring a couple of Ardent players away from the A site. But Ardent so far not doing anything in terms of rotating just yet. As you see a slow start from this Bitpoint team. Ivan's just getting cautious, going to get caught out there by Smitty. Damn throw though. in a position to possibly catch them, but they're rotating around, and surely must be able to hear that and communicate that through to his team, and we can already see the Team Ardent players now starting to rotate around towards the A site. It's going to be tricky for them. Oh, that flash is brilliant though from Taj. Manages to take down two. Oh, Taj could have got quite a few more there. 2 versus 2 situation at the moment. As we see Joshy and Smitty. Sotsy to retake here. Edging his way round the A site. Possibly going to be looking to clear something here. Is going to find at least one and going to trade it out for the AK. Let's make a little bit of noise in that Molotov. Going to make it all the more difficult. Doesn't have a kit either. Is definitely worth mentioning. Finds the frag, but it's time to move. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, he does picks up a kit that was on the bomb. Got very confused myself there. That's the beauty of having players on your team. You know where they go down, you know where the kits are going to fall. Ardent going to pick up the first round for the team. And I think for the Ardent fans, that's going to be quite a good one. It's going to put them on the board, and as well, we're going to see some kills coming out from other players that aren't down throw. Frags don't win games, but they certainly help. As we see a really quick push in from midpoint. Gonna catch out Jay, and down throw's also gonna go down. Joshy as well. Gonna catch one, but this position of Taj, really smart play. He's gonna find himself in a position, but gonna go down in the end. Bit point. Gonna take round 6. Moving into round 7 now. Really low money for this Ardent side. Milky to be the one that's boosted up once again. Saucy's playing this really close. Might be able to steal a frag here. Certainly will on Kerem. There's an AK for him to grab, but he's not going to go for it. Doesn't want to risk the man advantage, but Milky going to get the trade. It's going to keep some advantage, but these Ardent players know there's at least one gun to be grabbed in mid at the moment. Never mind, because Smitty's going to take it. And I think now, just for this Team Ardent side, it's going to be about damage. Just seeing if they can take some of these weapons. Maybe just get a bit of economy in the bankers. Looks like we're going to see pushing out. And Smitty able to pick up the last kill on Jay. Might even be able to just get a bomb plant down, a little bit of extra money into the Academy pocket, but it's not going to be, unfortunately. Not enough time to get that one down. 6-1 at the moment. Really confident start from Bitpoint Academy. Much like the last game, though, and we did see their opposition start to come back, so let's not count out Team Ardent just yet. Once again, though, going to be on a pull by. Down throw with the P250. The rest on USBs, and they're all going to push through to A. ALX. He's just caught out. She went to point 2, and ALX just clean up. Really great spray transfer. Down throw to be the last alive here. Needs to be careful because he's getting hunted now from 2 different angles. ALX to get another one. 3k for ALX, and 2 other really great kills from Joshy as well. It's going to mean we're going to see Team Ardent pulling out some weapons. Not going to have all the utility they're going to want to come into this round, but should be enough to maybe delay any pushes that are made. And Midpoint Academy, let's see if they play it defensive like they have done previously. Milky crawling his way in there. Sees aggression onto mid. Quite unexpected as Midpoint Academy really starting to try things that catching this Team Ardent side off guard. So they are going to give up that mid control that they've seized though. In favour of creeping round to this A site. But in process of taking one player down in mid, it's caused a lot of damage to this Bitpoint Academy side. Kerem, 24 HP, ALX also on 10 HP. So it certainly could be beneficial here for this Team Arden side if they can just get some hits. Onto these HP, plays with HP, and Taj with some really important damage through the smoke. And Arden going to pick up their second round of the game. 2-7, so it's not quite the Bitpoint Academy runaway just yet. Alex with an SMG. Got to be careful because Simon does hold this one close. Molotov going to come in. Team Ardent now to be on the side of retaking. It's going to be a tricky one for them. These do have some utility to use here. And another Molotov to come in. This Team Ardent side just finding themselves getting closed off at every angle. Just desperate now just to try and wiggle the way in, but don't think it's going to quite be. To see Milky go down in the late stages there around, but it's not going to be enough to change anything. Bitpoint Academy going to bring it up to 8 rounds. And it looks like what could have been Team Ardent finding their way back into this game. Bitpoint Academy not going to let that happen. And if they can win this round, it's going to be in a bit of a poor state for this Team Ardent side. Both economically and on the scoreline. That being said, to connect some shots here. Trade coming out in mid. We see that early aggression once again. 2 players pushing their way into mid. Let's see if they actually advance on it this time. Maybe they'll just wrap back round again. Bit of a tongue twister there for you all. Smee desperately looking to try and find something here. Has been spotted. But he's going to be allowed to creep up highway, and that's just going to be an extra angle which these CTs have to watch. It's going to get taken down in the end. Arden looking strong for them at the moment in terms of this round. To do if they're going to want to try and get something here. Milky going to get taken down with bomb in hand.
Bomb has been planted.
Nade going to do just a little bit of damage. Kerem just holding this like a statue. Sotsi goes up onto red here, catch him completely off guard. Not checking to his right at all. Oh, the timing. Stands there, 1 HP as well for Kerem, might I add. Holds that same angle all that time, and to the point where, you know, he wasn't even checking to his right. Could have been possibly timed out even. Because we are going to see a pause at the moment. Kerem again wants to be quite still, so might have been a bit of a technical issue, but I thought he was just being brave. (922) Bitpoint Academy at the moment though. Looking fairly easy for them at the moment. As we're going to see the unpause coming. Round 12 to kick underway. Arden, as we said previously in the last round, economy-wise, really low, but still trying to put a little bit of money in the round. I think in some cases you find that it's affecting them in terms of when they can buy. See if they can make these deagles worth it though. 3 deagles, 1 P250 and a USP. Only time will tell if it's going to be worthwhile economy management for this team out inside. Smee gonna go on the be aggressive. On his own, he's gonna find one, but Ivan close by manages to find him, and he's gonna find a weapon as well. There's gonna be 1 AK here in the hands. This side. Karen to get the bomb down. 2 versus 3. Could be possible, but I just don't see Ivan wanting to push in with this AK-47. I think Sotsy probably just gonna maybe play for a pick or some exits here. Might not be worth going for any hero play. 1 versus 3 with the Deagle is a bit of a task for Joshi. Gonna spot him out. And that's gonna be all she wrote, because Ivan is quite far away. Gonna want to bring this AK into the next round. Molotov to go down just in case, but it's not gonna matter. Bit point to make it 10. Oh, Milky, the drama.
Terrorists win.
Ten and 2. From a spectating perspective, I do hope we do see some combat from Team Adam. That may come in the form of them having a really strong team. Saucy almost lining up for them there, managing to take down 2. Could find more here, playing quite aggressive. Find Saucy, could find down throw as well if he peeks here. He's going to peek, but just not quite in time there. He needs to watch his angles. Alright, so 1 versus 1 situation. Jay and Kerem. Must win round really for Team Adam. Economy's not going to be too great here if he can't pull this one off. Kerem once again just holding this. It's going to be Jay that's going to come out victorious. That's going to be 3 rounds now to Adam, but more importantly, the eco is going to provide.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
We should now be able to see Ardent scrape some kind of a buy. Not going to be full. So we're going to see quite a bit more of an even scoreboard now for Ardent. Starting to come back into this a little bit. Strong plays coming out on Bitpoint Academy from Kerem and Joshi. ALX closely behind. Oh, Milky getting caught out there. Down throw, returning a bit of fire through the door. He's going to find one over on the B side, just being the harasser for his team. Milky are probably going to want to get this door open at some point and also just try and just cause a bit of problems. Be that extra angle. As we see here, he's now going to find one. Needs to find Taj. Not able to. Goes down in the end, and Smitty all on his own. He's in a situation, if he wants to, he could bring the bomb to B. Squeaky is open, but just looking at where these CT players are, it's just going to be a bit difficult for him. Creeping round into Squeaky. Find one, knows where the second player is, and he's got a free plant now because the other player, he went round to watch B. He's going to go from highway, and we're going to see another one-on-one situation. This is about 3 rounds in a row now. Molotov to go down. It's going to force Smitty to peek only from the left for a short period of time. Oh, he's going to burn a little bit though. 15 HP. Jay narrows it down to quad. Gonna take it. That's 4 rounds on the board now for Ardent. So starting to see a little bit coming out here from Ardent. A little bit of a comeback. To move into the final round of the half. If Ardent can take it up here, 5-10, it's not a terrible score to come back from. It's certainly possible. It's all a case if they can do it though. We're going to see an AWP coming out from this Bitpoint Academy side, and it's going to be Ardent, the winners of last round, who's going to be scouting it out. Scout though, good coming over here, just picking away at these Bitpoint players, and down throw. Doing a really great job here, just lowering health, and he's going to lose his teammate in sort of seeing Ivan to go down as well, but we're in a 2v2 situation. Jay going to find Milky, and it's all on Smitty now. If he's not going to want to give this side something to come back from Smitty to find one, could find Danfro as well. Really taking his time here, but he looks like he's going to get caught out, but Smitty just going to clutch it for his team. 11-4. And Ardent going to be disappointed then not to be picking up that one. And big movement here towards the B site. For Team Ardent. Kerem. They look like they might have lined up for him there, but not quite able to take down too many. Milky to find 2 though, and that's going to weaken it for this CT side, and it's going to make Bitpoint Academy in a really great position here to possibly bring this one through. As they all seem to be coming from the same angle. Yes, they could flush out all at once here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Taj finds himself in a good position, but both of them are going to go down at the same time. Bitpoint Academy winning the pistol, and a very big pistol it is indeed for them. Going to get that round as well, and you could say maybe should be the next one, and possibly another after. Ardent now forcing it up. SMGs between, got some Mac 10s. So certainly a chance for them to catch Kerem off guard, but he's jiggle peeking it at the moment. Certainly has the ability to take down more than one. See him do it, but that smoke, if anything, is just going to allow his Team Ardent players to get around the back. And just as I was saying that, Smitty manages to find one. Kerem, it's time to start picking up some of these kills. Down to 10 HP he goes. Probably a bit too much of a job to do here. Might just look to come at it from a different angle. Not a lot in it for him to save this. Maybe for the armor, but economy wise, might just be more worthwhile just trying to go for something here. Maybe trying to find that first frag and then play it from there. See if you can grab yourself a weapon. At this point, it's all around. And he's not going to find ALX. 13-4 as we see a Team Ardent pause. A Team Ardent second in the division. But they are struggling in this one. only lost one until this game, and it certainly looks like it could be going in that direction. As we move into round 18, Team Ardent have had a little bit of a pause here, possibly looking for some kind of strategy coming into this one. Looks like we're going to see some utility being used onto A. Interesting, considering the weaponry in use at the moment. Just going to be able to take some of these players down here with quite some ease. Maybe not much ease on the last player, but some good frags with the FAMAS taking down these players. These Team Ardent players that didn't have quite good weapons, but now we're going to see them pretty much exhaust anything that's in the bank. AK's coming out. Smokes and flashes, but not a lot more on top of that in terms of utility. If the amount they've spent, they're going to have to bring something home here, or it's probably going to look like we're going to see Bitpoint Academy take it home. Not looking good already, as we already have seen one player go down. As Taj looking to make his way behind. This could be interesting. Let's get taken down actually. Danfro making some plays for his team. Someone certainly did before say that Ardent was going to have an easy win here. Going to have a lot to do. Does go down in the end. Milky though. A really quick fire shot, managing to catch the player in between the smoke and what is pretty much relative safety for him. And it's all going to be on Danfro and Jay here. If they go down here, it's going to make it extremely difficult for them to come back from this. Bomb is down. So they are all going to come from that same angle. Jay going to find one. Manages to find one. Nearly lines up for him. Thought so much he was going to get 3, and he was so close as well. Smitty, 12 HP. 1 versus 1 situation here. Looks like he might try and stick it, but damn throw. So 5 and 14. What could have been Bitpoint's chance to take it is taken away. Still a lot more of this game to go through though. Especially if Team Ardent want to come back here. We're still able to see guns being pulled out here for Bitpoint. ALX or Alex holding an SMG. As we see a bit of noise here being caused by these laser from behind, causing a lot of disruption. This is where it could all go wrong for this Team Ardent side. 2 versus 3 situation, but they're in a position which isn't ideal for them. Danfro needs to watch the player on quad. Taking out Milky. Really important double there. Such an important double. And looking at the money of Team Ardent now, you can only suspect that this is going to be their final round in this game. It will be quite some impressive feat for them to take down a Bitpoint Academy side who's full weaponry, mostly utility. Taj going to find himself caught out there, but it's not going to go down. Managing to stay up. These ardent players desperately trying to find something in this one. It's been unfortunate them for the just looking so strong, but just as I say that, Kerem gonna get taken down by Ivan. Smitty's found himself into vents though. It all depends if these T players are going to expect it. Not going to peek him though. So far, just heading out onto site. Smitty's going to jump down, but he's going to get caught out by Taj. Left in a situation where Bitpoint Academy are going to have to retake from the same angle once again. No one's going to be able to come from T main. It looks like we're just going to see them save this one out. Just as something to point out as well, if people can avoid spoiling things.
Terrorists win.
It's okay, Tier, but as we go into the playoffs, if we are still on GOTV for the playoffs, we may just input some rule for it. That being said, I don't think we have anything in place at the moment, so I'm not gonna do anything on it. That being said, as we go into what probably is the final round, because someone spoiled it. That being said, 15-6. Positive start though for Team Ardent. They have got one of these players down, Kerem. Only with the CZ at the moment. Needs to look to maybe get upgraded. As we do see Team Ardent now bringing it round to the B side. There's going to need to be quite some play here from ALX or Alex. Up in hand. Potentially going to get pushed, but he's burning here. 28 HP remaining, but that doesn't matter though. He's got a point and click adventure and he's going to use it. Ivan goes down. Possibly going to get quite out here and certainly does. Sotsy going to take him down in the end. But it's not looking good all of a sudden. Down throw. Going to be the last to go down. Bitpoint Academy looking really strong in both of these games. And that's just going to cement their position even more in this league. Unfortunately for Team Ardent, not able to win it, but they're also in a strong position in the division. So, great game all around here. Ardent probably not going to be happy with it, but overall, from a casting perspective, a really good one to watch. And I think one both teams are going to want to watch back specifically. Going forward, that is our last game of the evening. So I thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the casting. Hope you enjoyed the game. We've got a couple more days before the group stages end. So we're going to be saying goodbye to a lot of teams, which is unfortunate, but it does happen, I'm afraid, in tournaments like this. That being said, keep your eye out on Twitter. If you like the stream or you like the casting, I'm not sure why you would, but still, my Twitter is always on the screen. If you ever want to give me a follow, does mean a lot. Other than that, though, you can find all the RDYUP links below the stream, and I'll see you all tomorrow.